So for the last 3 years, I've been working with the Canon R6ii, and it has done so much for me over the last 3 years. It's actually insane what this guy has been through with me, from engagement shoots to corporate events to now doing so much video work. I'm so happy to have ran with this guy for so long. I've kitted it out over the years, got that Peak Design strap on it so that I can just dangle it like a photographer that holds, the $1,000 equipment by their pinky. I've got the 24-70 on it, which has been my absolute go-to for the last couple of years now, ever since I got it in a sketchy, giant parking lot deal, and I just can't get enough of it. But I've not had a second body for the longest time ever. And continuing to do more video and more stuff that requires two kinds of bodies with, podcasting where we have two different angles, maybe even three sometimes, to where I just want to get BTS of myself while I'm actually doing the projects that I have planned. It's been an honor and a privilege to work with that guy for so long. And I'm talking to it like it's a coworker or something. But I have also bought a new camera. It is the Canon R6V. I'm using it to record this video right now. And it is awesome so far. I've loved working with it. The R6ii has limited capabilities in low light for video. And so it doesn't have a dual base ISO of 800 to, in the FX3, it's 12,800, I think. And that has been something that I've been struggling with and figuring out how to manage over the last couple of years. And I went with the R6V because it just came out. I literally bought it day of, and now I'm testing it out. I want to see if it is good enough for the work that I do. It has a base ISO for video of 800 and 6400 when you're in log. And another thing I'm really excited about is the fact that it has C-Log 2. And I'm just curious, more than anything, what that is going to do for color grading. I've heard it's harder to edit, but it has better results. And I'm curious in my own flow if I'm going to notice a difference or not. But I just needed a second body. I'm so glad I was able to afford and blessed to be able to afford another camera so that I can do more of what I love. And I think one of the things I'm most excited about is that these are kind of two different cameras. So it's not even like the Canon R6V is going to be my replacement now, and the camera one. It is more of a video focused camera, and then the R6ii is good at everything, and just have to worry about it in low light. So that's going to stay as my photo camera. And so now that I have a good 1-2 punch, I'm really excited to see where my mind goes when in the moment of shoots, I'm like, okay, I need to reach for video this time. I can pull out my R6V, be ready to go. It looks like an FX3. It has all the video specs that I've been kind of wanting. It's a little bit closer to the cinema world. I think it's like a cinema hybrid, I guess, in my eyes. And so I'm looking forward to seeing what that does for my flow. And at the end of this year, or even a couple months from now, I want to be able to say, is this something that you should get yourself? Because literally the first wave that people that bought it day of are just now getting theirs. I got mine a couple of days ago, and I'm ready to start using it in the field. I've got shoots coming up next week that I'll be able to use it for, but also for vlog stuff, right? Like this, I threw on a 16 millimeter, and I'm just seeing what it's good at. And it's super cool because it has the large HD, the actual HDMI port. It has a lot of different mounting options. On the battery side, it has an extra quarter 20 mount so that you could mount it vertical for vertical stuff. It has a good tally light on it so I can see when it's recording and know for sure. It has a recording button on the front of the lens on the front of the body as well. And a bunch of other features that I'm just super excited about. It's, it's just new camera fun that I'm having right now, but when it gets put to use, I'm so excited to see where this picks up, where the R6ii has, this is a 4 or 5 year old camera at this point. Not to say that you can't last these cameras for a long time, but it was time for something new. I needed a second body. And now here I am talking to you guys about how now this camera might be my go-to video camera. And for those of you that shoot on Canon, I'm curious if you have any thoughts. Are you planning on upgrading soon? Most people in my world are on Canon R6s and R6IIs. and people love their R6 IIs because it just works. It's like you pair that up with an R6 II and the 28-70, like the super heavy chunky guy for weddings, and like you just can't go wrong for wedding photo. And so I don't think anyone that I know has upgraded to an R6 III. And I'm glad I didn't upgrade to an R6 III whenever that came out. Was it like last fall or something? Because I was looking for a video-centric camera, and this is actually cheaper than the R6 III. The R6 III I feel like is really good because it has that new upgraded sensor. It has the same sensor that's in this camera, but it is still more hybrid leaning photo than this guy who leans exactly for video. And that distinction didn't matter to me as much as I think the R6 III was 2,700. This was 2,500. And I needed something video anyway, so I leaned this direction, but I'm really excited. Low light has me so excited to be able to use this well. I bought a new ND filter so that I can have 2 ND filters for these 2 cameras. So outdoor stuff, indoor interviews are gonna be beautiful. And the more and more that I build out what I do for my business, the more excited I am for new gear, but also humbled the fact that I can do that, but as well cautious that I don't need a ton of gear to make this a reality, to make freelance something that I can enjoy and continue to do sustainably, right? Like even if I make a ton of money this year, I still have to count this as a business expense. And that is something that you have to think about, because at the end of the day, you can make all the money you want, but if it's not being reinvested or, spent properly, it is still a waste. And so that's super fun. I'm really excited because having a podcast client like the one I do right now affords me the possibility to invest in the gear that makes future podcast opportunities even better. And side note, another piece of gear that I'm really excited about that I've had for like 6 months, maybe now, probably a little bit more, that has made my world and my clients' life so much easier has been this teleprompter by Elgato. I don't know if you guys know Elgato. It's more of like a streamer-centric kind of gear place, but this prompter is so nice because a lot of teleprompters have screens that are just iPads, and you set the iPad in and then you Bluetooth it to your computer or your phone or an iPad or whatever else that controls it. This one is built in, and all you do is plug it in straight to your computer. It's just so nice and so easy. I guess the only problem that I see with it that came up recently was like if I wanted to go handheld and have something look a little bit more authentic, I can't necessarily do this and guide the teleprompter on my laptop in like the other hand. And so having like a PA or someone or like whoever is on site with you hold the laptop as this is scrolling makes a lot of sense. But this is so nice. It connects to any kind of size threading you have, has step-up rings built into it, and it just works. And I probably used it for a couple of the first YouTube videos that I did, but now I've tried to spend less time producing these videos and more time getting them out, more for time's sake than anything, as you heard in the last couple of weeks. But this thing does it all. It's so nice, not even to script, but to have ideas and then be able to just look right at the camera like this and still have words that I can read directly off of. And so if you haven't checked that out and you are a videographer that does a lot of work with clients, maybe a little bit more corporate, I think, than anything, or YouTube based, this is super nice. And so, yeah, that's this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah, see you next time. Peace.